great opening sequence. I liked the song choice. I felt it gave a great sense of foreshadowing and also foreboding. I kept waiting for something to happen, and I thought I knew what was going to happen and to which character. And then the ending was a really huge surprise, and I thought the story was really interesting. Um, at the end, there like that backstory of why the characters were doing what they were doing. I'm like, oh, that I was not expecting that at all. This has answered a lot of questions that I had while watching and wondering like how the body ended up in the middle of the desert.
The ending of this, like, my jaw dropped so many times. It was like a roller coaster. Honestly, I was kind of stressed the whole time watching this because in the back of my head, I thought, what if Steve is just putting on an act and he's actually this trained killer and he's kind of crazy? And yeah, I thought there was going to be this big like twist that happened, and it did, just not in the way that I thought. One thing I also really appreciated was how simple the setup was. Like, it was more or less one location, 3 characters, and so much played out kind of in this like one scene. Yeah, it was great. It had everything from like, it was funny, it was shocking, it was a little bit gory, and it had all of the things. It was amazing.
This was an interesting take on coaching and teaching lessons. It was a mix of fun, comedy, and a very dark theme of making crime. Yes, it was an interesting take. I really enjoyed it, and also it had great makeup, great music, and the special effects also.
The body had attitude. The introduction to the main character was really effective, except when you realize that he's a bit of a boob. So it's a little bit of expectation versus reality. He thinks he's really cool and prepared, and in essence, he's definitely not. He doesn't actually measure up at all. The writing was really clever and entertaining. I was thinking that maybe the clueless blondie would be killed because he doesn't know how to keep a secret. But then the writers added another hilarious twist. Just 12 minutes of comedic bliss. I really like this one. It might be my favorite in the lineup.
I thought the humor in this piece was so excellently covered. You see this trope of the 2 kind of haphazard goons that are still quite terrifying. And that kind of permeated the piece where you do have that unease, but there's such playfulness. The theatrical and very ominous lighting was a great balance to the super playful string soundscape in the background. Just highlighted and kind of gave like a little wink and a nod as the script progressed. And that twist at the end, super satisfying. Did not see that coming.
The intro, I loved everything about it. The music, the style, all of it. But to me, it was definitely setting up a different movie, I thought. And same could be said with the outro. They kind of, the bookends felt like they were for another movie. But I guess that was actually kind of part of the fun of it because, I mean, it is a comedy and my expectations were certainly subverted, again, going into it and then even leaving it. The middle of the movie, I thought, I mean, the jokes were, some of them were kind of like, I don't know, easy jokes, I guess. But the premise for it, I thought was great. And the twist, I thought was just perfect. So I really did enjoy it.
It's just really well done. Like I feel like it checks all the boxes of everything that it was going out to do. There's a lot of tension. I feel like the performances are really solid. The reveal is great. The like kind of like turning it on its head at the end. Yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed it. I mean, I really dug it. I feel like the filmmakers have like a strong sense of their their voice and like what they're going for, and I think that they should continue.
From the get-go, love this piece. I love the production design, the music, the graphics, because really I just think all these things work together to really give this piece a Bonnie and Clyde kind of heist feel, minus Bonnie, of course. And I think you really delivered on this kind of tone throughout the piece, really just with him stealing the money only to distract us and take us off guard, to then have that kind of jump surprise with him being shot. I just think that that was such a beautiful moment, and I think because we were kind of strung along with this heist theme and oh, he's gonna steal the money and go, and then that's what made it just so shocking when that did happen. So I really appreciated that. And just a couple other things. I really love the end comment. I think it added this kind of quirky tone that was already mixed throughout the piece, and it broke up that shocking event prior. And just lastly but not least, I really love the lighting. I think that was really well done, and I imagine it was perhaps difficult to shoot at night outside, but I think you guys pulled it off really well.